What's happening, everyone? We're back with the Let's Play World of Warcraft TBC Classic, the Draenei Shaman. This is going to be episode 4, and we got a big one on our hands today because we should be actually getting the Fire Totem. We should be going to the Exodar, and we should be expanding the questline to Bloodmist Isle. So, let's start the adventure. I believe the first few quests that we have to do are... we need to knock out these Murlocs, we need to go take down Stillpine Hold, we need to get these bulbs, and we do need to head down here into the Exodar to get the Fire Totem. So maybe we start by running up, and we'll take out the Kirkin up here and finish that off. Along the way, we may be able to pick up some of these bulbs, so we'll head down here. And like we start off every episode, let's buff ourselves up. Flame Tongue Weapon, Lightning Shield. We can grab some herbs along the way as well. Ah, here they are. Perfect. Oh, this is actually interesting. What's nice is the herb tracker that I have from Herbalism allows me to track these Azure Snapdragons. That's fantastic. That'll make this quest very quick. We like efficiency in this game. We sure do. Is this a Silverleaf? Alright, we'll do a little herbing hunt as we make our way up north. The failed attempts on these are so frustrating. So this should actually be a relatively productive session here in this episode. I've been having fun with these Let's Plays, just kind of getting into the immersion, building myself into the world, and learning the story of the lands. And we've actually been making some nice progress. We have a few episodes out already. If you haven't seen them, go check them out. It's been a lot of fun. Up on YouTube. Like the videos if you're enjoying too, because that does help out. Here's some Peace Bloom. Okay, we'll make our way north. We don't want to bore everyone with herb hunting. So, yeah, we're kind of finishing off this Azure Mist Isle chunk of this, and then we'll be heading north to Bloodmist, where things step up a little bit. Things get a little bit more intense. In a good way. The quests are fun up there. There is one, I believe, where we ride around on an Elk, which is the Draenei Mount. It's like an elephant. Couple more of these as we make our way north, and we should be good. We need the last one, which will be right here, so perfect. So we're level 11. As we get closer to 20, we will get Ghost Wolf, which is going to increase our speed in a huge way. Okay, great. So we finished this quest. We're already making progress. We should be level 12 soon. So I know that we do need to trudge down into this dungeon again and take out the Kirkin. Probably would have been easier had we gotten the Fire Totem first, but we'll play on hard mode here and see what we can do. So let's just take another look through the quests we've got. We do have the Murloc Quest, which I'm questioning if it's worth. It may be a, just kind of an extra side quest we don't need to do. Because I wouldn't mind making my way to the Exodar. We'll check it out. We'll try to do that last and see. Okay, we have made it. We do have a cup of joe this morning. A nice warm cup of joe, a little cinnamon sprinkled on top. Very delish. J. Bib. We got Kearns in the chat. What's going on, Kearns? Alright, fellas, we're headed in for quite an adventure here into this dungeon, Stillpine Hold, and we're looking to take out the Kirkin, because the Kirkin is lurking. Somebody has either come through here or just mass death has taken over this place. There don't seem to be any mobs, which is great. It's just a morning Joe sesh here, a cup of coffee to start the morning right, get a couple levels in, and then get the day kicking. See what kind of damage we can deal on these mobs. I have been working with the McWeak Sauce's Meat Tenderizer, a 4.5 DPS mace. It actually hits quite nicely. There is the Kirkin. So that actually wasn't too bad of a trek. So we're going to try to get this ad out. Take the ad down. And then pull the Kirkin next. He's level 12. This could be quite a battle here to start the show. I think maybe we want the screenshot of this thing, because that's kind of an epic shot right there. Let's see. Alright, ready for this, folks? There's the Kirkin. We're going to go ahead and wait till he turns. We'll get the print screen of this. Oh, we missed him, kind of. Great. We got our thumbnail, baby. Here we go. Big damage, big damage, big damage. Uh-oh, he resisted our first. Hate to see that. How hard does he hit? Seemingly not very. With ease, we destroy the Kirkin. Let's head over here and see what's going on with the blood crystal. I got a feeling this is going to be a fast progression. The blood crystal radiates a sickly aura that seeps into the water of the cave. On the surface, the crystal appears to be a piece of the Exodar. Something has gone terribly wrong with this crystal, however, as it is blood red and rapidly dissolving into the water supply of the cave. This may explain the unusually aggressive behavior of the creatures in Azure Mist. Return to the High Chief of Stillpine with the info. Okay, can do. Oh, what the hell? I don't love this. 2 mobs absolutely chasing us through the cave. Let's try to get out of here before they take us down. I don't know where they came from. It's J-Bib, baby. Okay. A very eerie sound in the cave here, dripping water in the background. So the only quest we've got up right now that isn't complete is this Murloc Quest, and we're going to, I think we're going to do everything else before that and reconsider whether it's worth. Okay, we have a couple to turn in here. Let's head to the High Chief first and see what's going on with him. These blood crystals that you saw, my scouts have seen many more to the north. I thank you for the aid, but now ask that you leave me to confer with the elders. I will call for you once I have spoken with the other elders of the village. That's going to be level 12, so we'll have to train some skills there. It's very exciting. I will actually sell a couple things first, too. Our bags are getting quite large. We definitely want to hang on to our herbs. No question about that. A couple quest items. A couple things that are going to provide me with well-fed. Oh, I just sold some earth root, which I definitely don't want to do. Alright, everything else is going to be critically big for us. The Promised One has emerged victorious. The prophecy is nearly complete. Now about that hide. Take the Kirkin's hide to Mordo, on the other side of the village. He will fashion the hide into an item of your choice. So we can either get Kirkin stocks. I love the naming of the gear. Kirkin stocks, which are a cloth boot, or the Kirkin hide jerkin. That's going to be huge for us. So let's head up. Warn your people. The hold is saved, and soon my people will make their way back to the ancestral home. The prophecy has come to pass, and a new age of prosperity begins for the Stillpine. But I fear that darkness looms ahead for your own people. There are questions left unanswered, visions of prophecy unseen. Return to your leaders and tell them of what you have seen here. And promise one, should you ever require the aid of the Stillpine, you merely have to ask. Fantastic. We've cleared out the Stillpine questline. Okay, great. And this is the fella Mordo who's going to make us a jerkin. This is the strongest armor I've ever made. Make good use of it, Pantheus. We want the Kirkenheim. Let's see how it looks when we put it on. So right now we have this kind of cool blue and tan gear. Ooh, very sleek. Look at that. Big fan. Okay, great. We're going to head back down to Azure Mist. I might actually... Do I hearth it now? Let's just do it. Save the time. We're going to hold on the Murloc Quest line because I believe, out of my recollection, it is a relatively slow drop rate, and I don't think it's critical to the storyline, so we may hold on that for now. So the Alchemy Trainer.
Warm wishes to you.
We've turned in the Snapdragons.
Remember the lessons of the past.
Let's see if we can train any more
fortunate.
alchemically here. The Herbalism Trainer has nothing for us. Can I make anything else in alchemy? I can make some healing pots. Let's make 3 of these. As he does this, he's trying to heal up the injured Night Elf Priestess. We could make a Lion's Strength. So we'll definitely do one of those, because I'd like to have a little strength buff. Drop that there, drop that there. And we'll do one more minor defense. Great, so we're good to go there. While these fellas talk, I'm going to head over and train my new Shaman skills.
Another day. Must not give up.
Okay, couple things. Fire Nova Totem. Has 5 health, lasts 5 seconds. The totem inflicts 48 to 56 fire damage to enemies within 10 yards. So it like blasts, it's a blast radius. We've also got Purge, which purges the enemy target, removing 1 beneficial magic effect. That's pretty nice. And we have a Resurrection, Ancestral Spirit. Returns the spirit to the body, restoring a dead target to life. Ooh, and an upgraded healing wave. Okay, we got a couple different things here. So let's go with Purge. That here. Fire Totem, which we can't use yet. Ancestral Spirit. I usually actually put my res there, so we'll put this here. New healing wave. Great. We are making serious progress. Let's see if the Alchemy Trainer can teach us anything.
Have not forgotten.
We can learn a Weak Troll's Blood Potion. Regenerate 2 health every 5 seconds for 1 hour. That's actually pretty awesome. Good to know. Our alchemy is up to level 16 and our herbalism is 22. Not bad.
The Naru have not forgotten us.
Vision, you say? Interesting. And this prophecy has come to pass? But you say they saw the power core of the Exodar. And Oras was also in the vision? What can it mean?
Remember the lessons of...
So we've pretty much cleared out Azure Watch, and it is time now to head to the Exodar. So we are going to make our way to the great city of the Draenei people. This is a very exciting time. Do I have enough empty vials? I only have 5, so maybe I will actually buy a couple more.
Of service.
I want to make sure that I can make a proper number of potions as we venture out. Here we go to the Exodar. So we're heading to the main city of the Draenei people. This is the spaceship that they arrived in and crash landed here on Azeroth. So you'll see this is going to come into form as we get closer. Very exciting. Let's kind of just immerse ourselves in this moment. Look at this. The Exodar comes to true form here. As we venture. Ah, just beautiful. Just absolutely stunning. Maybe worthy of another screenshot here. This is pretty nice. Okay, let's continue. Just soaking in the audio here. You gotta love it. the Exodar, Alliance territory. We have made it to the Exodar. This is pretty nifty, hey folks? Maybe there's a screenshot here to be had. That's pretty nice, actually. Let's go ahead and print that. We've made it. Okay. Alright, our first quest is to head this way. To the Elec Breeder. Look at, these are the elephants that you can purchase at level 30 and 60. So they've actually bumped it in TBC down to 30. I wasn't sure for the mount.
Arcanon Poros.
That's fantastic. Alright, let me have a look at those orders. Is he crazy, entrusting something like this to some no-name Draenei youngling? Just remember this, kid. You'll never make it as a Hand of Argus. You don't have the guts. I guess I'll have to humor him this time. Speak with Vorkin at Kessel's Crossing on Bloodmist Isle. Just follow the road north from here, and when it forks, just keep on going north.
Dionys Aka.
That was a little rude of him, but sure. They also reduced the price of mounts. That's amazing. So I think this is an inn, which we could actually probably set our hearth to for the time being. Let's see if there's an innkeeper. There doesn't seem to be. We are getting rested here, though. Okay. We'll head up here. This is the Griffin Master up here. So let's go get this flight path.
Arcanon Poros.
We can't fly anywhere yet. So I believe we need to head into the seat of the Naru. We're venturing down into the city. So let's see what we're in for. I wish that this city got a little bit more traction from people. It's generally pretty empty, but it's a very cool design. Here, we'll take off the UI again so we can really immerse ourselves venturing down into the village. And by village, I mean giant city that used to be a spaceship. See, they designed it so well because it's supposed to look beat up, right? Because it crash landed here. So there's shards everywhere and things are broken. And yet it's somehow still just beautiful. Wow. Alterac Valley weekends. Love it. Alright, down we go. You can just see. What a place we're at. Pretty crazy. So we need to head right up here, the Vault of Lights. We gotta go talk to the leader, tell him everything we've heard. That the Draenei are not safe right now. The land is not safe. We need to protect it. I believe we're going right up here. It really shows just how much running there is. Every episode I say it, but it's kind of crazy. We spend so much time just kind of walking around, exploring.
May the light embrace.
Ah, here. The Prophet Velen.
Unite against the Legion.
As we attempt to gain the help of the peoples of this world against the Burning Legion, we must also learn to live peaceably amongst them. Please keep this in mind as your journey takes you through Azeroth. May the light guide you. Hello, Banthius. I've been expecting you. I trust this day finds you well. I am thankful that you have chosen the difficult path of the Shaman. Few enough do, but I foresee it as critical to our future that we learn shamanism from the broken. They are called that, but once they were Draenei, fell magics transformed them, and that is why they cannot call upon the power of the light. Some disapprove of them and the shamanism they teach, but they are not evil. I wish you to speak with Farseer Nobundo. He is the wisest shaman I know, and you will learn much with his guidance. And we're going to get our fire totem.
Will you join?
Absolutely. Now, where is this fella? He's way over here. So what I always found interesting about the Shaman is there are so many skills and so many totems that your bars fill up very quickly. So we'll have to start to figure out where we want to put everything. Okay, we're headed from the Vaults of the Lights to the Crystal Hall. I am going to spec back into this shield spec. Do-do-do-do-do. Okay. We need to go upstairs. Mothkeeper. What the heck? I believe we need to go up this very steep path. Here is Farseer Nobundo.
Must remember the light.
Greetings. It is always heartening to meet a Draenei who is open to the way of shamanism. There are so few. You have learned not to judge the flame for its outward appearance, just as you should just as you should not judge mine. You are here because you're ready to create your fire totem. Absolutely. Great. So we've got fire totem, and we should have learned searing totem, which is a huge boost for our skill. So now we have this ability to drop this, and it basically attacks. Summons a searing totem with 5 health at your feet for 30 seconds that repeatedly attacks an enemy within 20 yards for 9 to 11 damage. And we've got the Fire Nova totem. So watch this. After 4 seconds, this just explodes with a ton of damage. Boom. Great for AoE. Okay. Anything else we need here? There's just a donation of wool, Warsong Gulch. So what do we have? We just basically have to head north. I don't know that I'm going to do this Murloc Quest. I don't want to upset anyone with that, but is it not a full completion if we skip a quest? I'd like to press on into Blood Mist. We'll hang on to the quest just in case up north there are Murlocs. We may be able to double down on it. But we now need to head out of the this area, the Exodar, and we'll head towards Blood Mist Isle, where the real fun begins. And of course, we have our fire totems now, so we're pretty ready to rip. We've also got a purge ability now. We've really gotten a lot better. So I think the Blood Mist Isle is ready for us, and we the same. So at the next series of levels at 15, I'll be able to spec into our next tier here, which is either Guardian Totems, increase the amount of damage reduced by your Stone Skin Totem, and Jeez, I cannot speak right now. Windwall Totem by 10%. And you can go up twice in that. That's actually decent. Thundering Strikes improve your crit strike. I mean, sure, definitely. Speed of Ghost Wolf can eventually get that to be an instant cast, which I love. Damage done by your Lightning Shield Orbs by 5%, and that can scale up to 15%, I believe. That's pretty good. So some solid options at level 15. We'll probably go into Thundering Strikes and then think about getting Ghost Wolf, but we'll see. There is time to figure that out. So we need to venture north into the Blood Mist Isle. We have cleared Azure Mist Isle aside from the Murloc Quest. And we're going to see what the Blood Mist Isle has in store for us. So a continuation of the animals sort of becoming out of control because of the shards that our ship has left across the land, I'm sure. Maybe more of the Blood Elf threat. We're going to find out. There seems to be another quest up here, Gurf's Dignity, so we're going to have to take a look at that as we get north. We actually will pass the Murlocs here too, so we can check that out. We can really put our Searing Totem to the test and see what kind of damage it deals, because we only need 5 grain. Put our Searing Totem to the test with this mob here.
Cast that yet.
Look at that. It's basically a buddy that just shoots. I mean, that's pretty big damage, folks. Okay, let's see what Gurf's Dignity is all about. We can really clear this island out. The Murlocs are low, so this could be a quick, big damage situation here. You know, if we rock multiple totems, too, it's just absolute game over for these fellas. Alright, we did get grain on the first kill, so that's promising. Let's see if we can pull this guy back towards our totems. He is a hunter, so he might have range. Searing Totem still hitting him. I'm really liking our setup right now. We are in a solid situation. Very low on mana, however. What is this quest here? I don't seem to have that. Gurf's Dignity? It might be one that these guys drop. Against casters, it's no issue because Earthshock can interrupt their spellcasting. Definitely an OP situation. You know, I ended up doing the quest that I said I wasn't going to. I can't control myself. I wanted a full completion situation here. Yeah, we'll crank right through this. Shouldn't be an issue. Come on over here, pal. Now you're gonna throw stuff at me, huh? We'll have to do some damage to him. I don't know that the Searing Totem can get him from here. Something just flew overhead. Fell on a griffin. Okay, we need to get well fed real quick. We'll sit for a moment. We need 3 more of these. We might as well just do it. Take these guys out. It'll be quick. We have nothing to drink, so that is certainly a mana issue. But we're hitting these guys hard enough that it's not too big of a problem. These mallets might actually be decent. 2.9? No, it's definitely not. Doesn't stack up to what we have. Pull him out of the water. Ooh, some huge green pants. Too bad they're male. I can't wear them. That would have been a massive, massive upgrade. We're continuing to make our way north here. It seems that I can loot grain from the villages. And there is a big mob too, so a lot of things going down here. We actually could run into some trouble if this guy aggroes. We need to be very careful here. Because again, I don't have any mana. That is a big boy. Getting some water would be huge right here. Something I just don't have. Okay, we have no water. We can pop a strength totem. I think we'll drop this totem, we'll drop this totem, and we're just gonna go in and attack. If that guy pulls, we're in big trouble. We need to be very cautious here. The Searing Totem might pull him. Yep, we might be in trouble, folks. Wow, very close situation here, fellas. Gurf's Dignity, we'll check that out. Seems to be a quest we need. You recover the piece of fur that Gurf had lost in his struggle with the Murlocs. Return the fur to Gurf and let him know. And we are going to get some leather pants out of it, so that was worth the venture. We have 3 of 5 grain. Okay, so this seems to have been worth it, which is fantastic. It looks as though I can loot some grain somewhere around here, but I'm not seeing that as an option. So we're just going to keep working our way through. We do have to venture this way anyway, so... There's some grain on the grounds. I'm definitely playing this risky in terms of health, because I can't use a pot for a certain amount of time here. Ideally, this guy gives me one, there's another, and we're good with this quest. Fantastic. Here's our last one. We'll turn these 2 quests in. Then we get to head north to the Blood Mist Isle. Okay, let's head back towards Stillpine Hold. All right, let's taunt them. We're running into Bold's territory here. That'll hold them off for a little bit of time. We don't want to pull too much more because we are quite low on health. Make our way up over this ridge into the Stillpine Hold. Ah, can't get over it. That's very frustrating. Just make our way around here. Taunt him, and here we go. And that'll officially close off the Azure Mist Isle questline, as far as I'm aware. We've been invited to a guild. Holodin invites you to join the Guild of Nay. Sure, I'll join that. Gurf spits on the clump of fur and tries to affix it to the hairless patch on his backside. This will have to do for now. Hopefully one of the shaman will be able to repair the damage. Let's toss on that leather, and that's going to be an upgrade at the pants. Great. We're just slowly upgrading. Somebody had messaged me here or something. Okay. Now we officially can head north to Blood Mist Isle. And we're gonna ding here with one more kill, which is very exciting. Let's kill him just to hit the next level here. That would be level 12. Nope, 13, folks. Okay, we'll take one more shield spec. We're almost done with that. So we are now getting chance to block attacks with the shield by 4% and increase the amount blocked by 20%. So our shields are definitely doing big work for us right now. We may want to switch that up whenever we get dual wielding, but for now we're totally fine. Alright, we're running north. So Azure Mist Isle is very blue and green and purple, azure being a word for blue. And the Blood Mist Isle is very red. Blood, red. Really playing into colors. Now, Silver Mist Isle down here wasn't so silver. Similar vibe as Azure Mist, so I'm not sure, but... We need to make sure we're grabbing herbs up here, too. I'd like to keep up with that. Azure Mist Isle, and this will transition into Blood Mist Isle. Blood Mist Isle on the Beryl Coast. Alliance territory. And I believe we'll get a quest hub right here. Look at the Elix. Kessel's Crossing.
May the light embrace you.
Hello, Shaman. Old man Kessel over there. He's a clever one. I'd be real careful in my dealings with him if I were you. He offered me work, caring for the Elec, and being the fool I was, I took it to mean feeding, training, and the like. Things became real clear when he handed me the shovel. Oh boy. A favorite treat. I've made a wonderful discovery, Shaman. On the corrupted part of the island grows a remarkable fruit called the sand pear. They're found near the bottom of the trees. I've been preparing pies from them, but if I'm not careful, the Elec will start to wander over and steal my fruit. I've taken to gathering enough to share with the animals, but my stores are gone, and the craving for pie has returned. Would you be willing to help gather the fruit I need? Get a bunch of sand pears, sure thing, and we're actually going to get some decent gear and some food out of it, so sure. Happy to help.
Chronokai Christor.
Elecs are serious business, so this is Vorkon the Elec Herder. Well, you made it this far. Let's put you to work before you get too bloodied up.
Blessings upon your family.
One thing we've learned in our travels is that extreme care must be taken when introducing wildlife from one world to another. When the Exodar crashed, it was carrying specimens of various outland species, including an insectoid predator called the Ravager. So these were those Ravagers we saw on the other island. Some of the specimens were lost, but many others survived and took to the wilds. If we don't keep them in check, they will upset the natural balance here on the islands. You'll find these Ravagers to the west of Kessel's Crossing. We basically need to go and kill them. And we're going to get actually a big-time mace out of it, too.
Do not lose faith.
Can definitely do
May
that.
the light embrace you.
The Kessel Run, a reference to Star Wars. They're just in time, Banthius. Blood Elf activity in this area has doubled in the past week. So the Blood Elves are actually hunting here as well, which is interesting. Our agents have informed us that the Blood Elves that call themselves Sunhawks plan to launch an offensive upon Azure Mist soon. Seems that they had already started, as in Episode 1. I need you to get a warning out to our allies and compatriots. Warn High Chief Stillpine, Exarch Menelaus, and Admiral Odysseus. Time is of the essence, so I'm lending you my Elec. Be sure to keep it out of the water.
Be kind.
Oh, we have a mount.
You
And I believe we have a timer here, so we need to...
Seek the path.
Wow. We need to book it down south. All right, let's do it. We have an Elec. We've been mounted up. I wonder if we can get a screenshot out of this. This is pretty cool. Let's try this real quick. Ooh, that's not bad right there. I don't hate this. What would look cool? Maybe we turn him around. And we just print that screen real quick. And then we go to paint. I do this to myself every time because now I have to chop this stuff out. But we'll save that as a JPEG. We'll call it 3. Beautiful. Okay, let's push. We got a mount quest to do here. Okay, so we have to cover some serious ground in a short period of time. I think we go Stillpine, Menelaus, Admiral Odysseus, and then work our way back. It's just a straight line down. Fastest way to get to Stillpine Hold, we gotta loop around and in. So we're taking a left here. Very cool that they give you this quest, so you're starting out and you just get a mount. 100% speed too, so this is an epic mount speed. So much faster to move around the world. Look at this thing. Just a big old elephant. Doesn't seem like there's a way to get back on it if you get off, so you don't want to mess that up. So I'll stick to the roads. I don't want to take damage and hurt myself. I believe taking damage could run the risk of dismounting me. So these mobs are concerning, actually. Okay, we made it through with no pull. Alright, I believe the High Chief is right up here. There he is, so we'll talk to him. Promise One, we thank you for the warning. The Stillpine Tribe will be prepared. It's kind of intense. We're basically telling everyone, hey, the Blood Elves are coming and they're going to attack, so get ready. It's a little bit scary, I have to admit. Divine Angel, what's happening? Okay, we'll head up here to Azure Watch. And we're just telling the people that, hey, it's going down for real. So already we've gotten 2 levels in this episode. We've also gotten our Fire Totem locked in. We now have the Searing Totem and the Fire Nova Totem. We've experienced an Elec. We've gone to the Exodar. It's been an action-packed episode, and really it's mostly been walking around. So if we head up here, we'll find Exarch Menelaus. We'll warn him of the threat of Blood Elves. He should be out on his little cliff here. Warn him.
Good fortune.
Thank you for the warning, Bantheus. We will prepare our defenses. Now we head south to Odysseus and say, Odysseus, this is what's going down. You didn't even mean to end up here. The goblins just ransacked your ship. But now we need your hand in the fight. Okay, let's head in and say, Admiral Odysseus, this is what's going down. We're just going to jump these logs for efficiency's sake. Okay. Admiral, let's talk, buddy.
Light be with you.
Thank you for the warning, Bantheus. We shall prepare. So now I just need to get back, right? And that's pretty much that. Alright, we'll take it back. We're heading north. Thank God they give you a Elec for this quest, because that would just be a lot of running. A painful amount of running. I mean, that would have taken twice as long if we're moving at 100% speed.
The Naru have not forgotten us.
The Naru have not forgotten us. New character. We are running a Let's Play over on YouTube, but also streaming it here. And, really immersing ourselves into the Draenei Shaman. Taking in the story, learning the ways, experiencing the game as intended. We are currently level 13 and making actually a pretty strong push. We are just about up with our rested XP here, but it's been a solid sesh where we've had rested XP the whole time, which is really helping. So I'm going to swing around to the right here. We'll head up to the bridge to the north. So instead of Azure Watch, it seems that on Blood Mist Isle, it's Blood Watch, the little village. So you can tell that this must have been an island inhabited by the Night Elves in the past, because there are these lights and poles that look very Night Elf-esque. Old monuments. It's kind of cool. I like that there's some history to the land here. Okay, we're almost there. I always get a kick out of this shield on my back. There should be a new shield coming my way soon, I would think. So the question's going to be, when I get to about level 18, where should I take my quest grinds? Because I can move out of this region. I'll be done with the questing here, and I can pretty much go anywhere that's in that level range. Maybe we'll do Red Ridge. Maybe head towards Darkshire. We'll start to figure that out. Could do a late push of Westfall. I might be a little high for that, though, at that point. Because I think I could be doing Westfall right now. The Bloodmist Isle.
The Legion's End.
Okay, we knocked this quest out. We have a bunch of quests all over. Can I get rested here? I don't know that I
Good
can.
fortune.
Well done, Vanthius. This was a difficult test of your abilities, but you have passed with flying colors. To become a soldier of the Hand of Argus, you must pass many such tests. Declaration of Power. Have you seen the Serpent Men, the ones that call themselves Naga? Kessel spits. They dared make an advance upon the camp under the cover of darkness only 3 nights ago. Can you believe the audacity of those primitive beasts? I need you to deliver a message to their leader, Banthius. To the northeast is Wrathscale Lair, home to Lord Ziz? Find him, slay him where he stands, and drive this banner through his corpse. Let them know fear whenever they should see our standard. And we're actually going to get an awesome belt out of that, so that's great. So we do have a couple quests here. I'm going to sell a bunch of things. Refreshing spring water. Low-key might want to buy some of those. My mana's been a major issue, which I'd like to figure out. Okay, we're selling a bunch of stuff we seemingly don't need. Great. Why don't we knock out these quests then? There is a escort of some sort in here. So we need to get a bunch of these pairs. We need to get the Bloodmist hatchlings. We don't need to do those fellas yet, so let's watch out for them. I'm looking for these pairs. We do need the Ravagers, so let's go down and attack these fellas. I think we can knock out a whole chain of quests here real quick. We're a much higher level than a lot of these fellas.
It's too far away.
Oh, not this guy. He's level 11. Yeah, having waters is going to be critical. We keep a pretty consistent pace. Again, the mana is our biggest issue, but being able to bash people down with this mace is very helpful. There's a lot of mobs around here. I run the risk of pulling too many. That's really what would finish me. We're hitting hard. We're definitely hitting hard. Trying to push here. Pop one of those just for a quick little heal. Flame tongue back on. Alright, should be fine. We'll grab some food after this, get well rested, well fed. Eat, drink, sit for a moment, sip a gel. So what other quests do we have here? We're doing the alien predators. We'll need to get the sand pears. We'll go get Lord Ziz, and we should probably do the escort quest too quickly. That'll probably put us to the end of the episode. Continuing to clear these, which is great. I don't see any of the sand pears, and the fact that we need 10 is a bit of an issue. It's quite a few. Good news is these are dropping like flies. Okay, we're good. We good? Okay, let's look for some of these sand pears here. I'm not seeing a single one. I don't even quite know what they look like. Okay, we seem to be fine. It's annoying that these run. Oh, there is a sand pear under here. Great. Somewhere. So they're this little tiny pear-shaped object. Okay. We need 10 of them, apparently. Which... I don't need to attack that bear, so I don't know why I'm doing that. Alright, this is our last hatchling. Oh, that bear's gonna pull. Okay, so let's make our way towards saving her, and maybe then up towards Lord Ziz. A bunch of little quests here that are pretty intricate. Okay, we need to save her. And I fear we're gonna have quite a few Stillpine to attack. Or the Bristle Limb. Let's get in while we can. Help me, Banthius. The Bristle Limb captured me and are planning to sacrifice me to their foul gods. I don't even have time to read it all because I want to get her out of here. I need to look for a key, I'm guessing. Maybe? Is that what I need? I guess I have to read it. You must kill High Chief Bristlelim for the key that opens the cage. Okay, where might he be? He's somewhere around here, the High Chief. We have our hands absolutely full. Nova, what's going on? We are grinding out some quests here. Trying to make sure that we can stay on top of the Blood Mist dial. Pushing an absolute pace, as they say. We just picked up a green hunting bow. A lot of greens dropping, which you really do like to see. Now, where is this High Chief? I'm guessing he is a bigger fella. I don't see him anywhere, though. That must be him. This person's already on him. So we're going to have to wait for a new spawn. We'll do this, we'll do a taunt, and I'm going to grab the Peace Bloom while he's attacked. Hopefully that is doable. Ooh, man, a lot of greens dropping. None of which I can use, but still, not too shabby. So we need to get this key. This fella already cleared him. We'll have to wait for a respawn now. While we do that, we could grab Silverleaf. It seems like there's a range of areas that the High Chief can spawn in, so maybe while we wait, we work towards more sand pears and the Naga Chief. We will just slow him. Oh dear. Okay, we might be in trouble here, folks. A lot of aggro to be had. There are quite a few mobs around here, so this is a little concerning, I have to admit. We may not get all of these... Hey, thanks, Nova. Appreciate that. There is a chance that we don't get all of these quests done this morning, because we do need to run into the office. But we're out here trying our very best. These mobs are definitely hitting hard, so we're going to throw on Gift to the Naru. This fella's coming along to help out, it seems. He wants to invite us to a group. Let's go ahead and do it. Johns, how are you, bud? We have partnered up with a fellow friend here, and we're gonna go take out these Naga. You gotta love that about the WoW Classic scenario, is you just group up with people, you make some friends in-game, you go on and you take down the people of the world together, and it makes things much more efficient. So we need to pop up here, and there is the bad boy. We'll toss a skull on him. Let's just charge up and deal some damage. Ooh, there's also a chest I'm gonna grab. This could be hugely beneficial for us. Oh boy, fellas, we got a lot of mobs on us.
That's still recharged.
This could be real trouble.
Well isn't ready.
We need to make sure we're downing him. Can I heal him? I have nothing to heal him with. Okay, this is not good, folks. I want to stick the scale through this guy. We need to run. We need to absolutely run. Our friend died. Unfortunately, I could res him, but we're in dangerous territory. Unfortunately, I left our friend to die. We're gonna have to get back up there. I've used a potion, so I have just about nothing left to save me. I thought I put the... Somehow I didn't get the, I don't think I can take this by myself. No, I definitely can't. This could be our first death. This could be our very first death in game, folks. Defense depends if I can get out of aggro range and not die here. Very intense moment. Can I escape aggro range? Seemingly I can. But it's still very close. I'm still in aggro range. They're after me. I've made it. Okay, let's eat real quick. Wow. Whew, the heart rate is pumping, folks. That was very concerning. Okay, let's get up there. We did finish that quest, so we actually are okay. So now we just need to get more sand pears and save Princess Stillpine. Whew, somehow we survived that. Very close. What one would call very scary. Alright, let's get back down south. We're going for the Stillpine Chief. I've told my friend here. I'd like to finish up these 4 quests, and we'll call that an episode. Seems that this fella's looking for the Stillpine Chief as well. I wonder if we could maybe invite a friend here. We'll invite Johns as well, see if everybody wants to come hang out for the Stillpine Chief quest. He could be over here. I think he wanders both camps. So let's just check it out. Doesn't seem to be any one of these folks. I still need the pears, which I'm having a really hard time coming by. They're just, like, really small on the ground, it seems. I can't find them anywhere. It says they're around here, but I'm just not seeing them. Nor am I seeing the chieftain. They certainly get you to explore in this game. That is for sure. Let's see if he's back over here. Yep, there he is. Nice. Okay. Let's get a cast off on him. Should be an easy kill. Great, we'll get the key. No, I don't seem to have the loot. See, that was the thing in Classic, is as a party, you're not going to be able to share that loot, so we're going to have to kill him multiple times. That's a little bit of a frustration. So maybe I'll have to leave these guys and kind of do this myself. Still needing pears here. Not having a good time finding them. There's one. A couple lying around here that we can grab while we wait for the chief to spawn. Just a touch nervous about mobs aggroing me. Ideally, we can get our 10 pears and we can save the princess. And we'll be in a nice place to conclude today's episode of the Let's Play World of Warcraft TBC. Again, if you're liking these, if you're liking these, go ahead and like the videos, subscribe. We're going to make a bunch more of these, having a lot of fun, just casually playing through the game, kind of trying to immerse ourselves It's Kellen Rec Gaming over on YouTube if you want to check out the episodes. If you're here watching on Twitch. Yeah, man, a lot of mobs here. Concerning number of mobs. And the chief should be respawning soon.
I can't cast that.
Maybe I'll leave the party for this, because if I'm gonna potentially not get the loot anyway, I'd rather just do it alone, you know. They should have in Classic had, if you're doing a group quest like this and you need a quest item from a kill, it should drop for everyone. I'm not sure why it didn't. We got a scroll of protection. Let's definitely toss that on for increased armor. I would think this guy will spawn very soon. We will need a couple more pairs. There's no question about that. Not seeing the chief yet. But I believe he wanders in these camps. There's someone. I'm also quite low on health. Toss on Gift of the Naru. I don't see the chief. I wish we could track the sand pairs with our herb finder.
That's still retro.
No sign of this guy anywhere, huh? Alright, we'll just keep checking. We do have a peace bloom right here, which is great.
It's too far away.
No chief, no chief. Okay, okay. He'll be here soon, no question about that. Waiting for a spawn is just brutal. It really is. But nothing yet, no chief up there. Is there another spot that he could be? He could be up here. Okay, good to know. So there is actually a third place he can be camped. So we should check there just in the offshoot chance that he's wandering. It's actually down yonder where the princess is. So we'll check it out down there, see if we see any sand pairs along the way. Yep, there's some right here. Not necessarily challenging quests, but a little bit of time looking around, waiting for spawns, that type of thing. Keeping my eyes on the ground just for any sand pairs. And let's see, do we have a high chief anywhere? That's not him. But you would think he might be around. No sign of the high chief, unfortunately. Little bit of a frustration here. No high chief in sight. Where is this fella? That'll be the end of the episode, finding the high chief and turning in these quests. A mission of extraordinary skill. Finding the high chief of these Bristlelim. Just kind of roaming the site. Ah, face the wrath of Bristlelim. Here he is. We'll toss a raid target on him. Let's make sure we get this attack before anyone else comes.
That spell isn't ready.
Lay down some totems. So he should drop the key that we need. Great. High Chief's key. We'll go free the princess. Find a couple more pairs. And actually a really successful push this morning. That is exactly what we like to see. So let's free the princess. somehow. Where do I click? Saved. Great. I don't have to escort her or anything? Okay, cool. So we'll just find a couple more pairs, and then we're good to go. There's one right there.
I can't cast that.
Big damage, big damage. All right, 3 more pairs after this. I know there should be more laying in these trees. I see one here.
I need to target something.
So we're just kind of getting into the beginnings of the Blood Mist Isle questline. And I do recall from back when I played this originally, it being a fun questline. There being a lot of interest, interesting storylines, interesting things that you're doing. So I'm excited to see where we get with this. We're sort of just getting into it here. I need one more pair. That could be anywhere. They're really, really tough to see. You do have to look around. I didn't expect actually to go this long in the session, but we were making great progress, so I can't complain. Look for one more pair around these trees. There we go. Hopefully that bear doesn't aggro. And then we're going to have a nice bulk of quests to turn in. Okay, let's go ahead and do that. You love seeing a bunch of complete quests in your quest log. Okay, so let's turn these in. I know that we can, I don't know if we're done here. If there's another set of quests, we'll be in trouble, but there is an inn we could rest in. The sand bears are getting harder to find, and of course, that means less pie and fewer treats for the Elec here. Were you able to gather all the fruit I'll need? Wow, he's actually going to make us a really strong leather chest and a bunch of food. So we will toss that chest on. So much for our white chest that was very nice, but now we're decked out in green. I like the look. We've got some pies. Awesome, we're just gearing up here.
Good fortune.
Well done, Banthius. The Ravager population will bear watching for some time to come, but we've made a good start. The old Elec prod. This is going to up our DPS in a huge way.
May your days be long. And
First
your
green
hardships
weapon.
few.
Not so menacing looking, but that's
Blessings
okay.
upon you.
I'm sorry that you had to do that, Banthius. Heavy-handed violence is not the Draenei way, but sometimes it is the only way. This is one of life's truths that many do not understand until it is too late. So it was for our people when we were slaughtered at the hands of the orcs. Becoming a Hand of Argus is a process of rebirth, and with birth comes pain. We're going to get a leather belt. We're really gearing up here. A Hand of Argus soldier is many things: obedient, brave, intelligent, and above all, honorable. You may yet exhibit some of these traits, Shaman. Report to Exarch Admetius at Bloodwatch if you're still interested in joining the Hand. He and his subordinates will further train you in the ways of the Draenei soldier. And remember this, Banthius. Honorable people do not always perform honorably. Sometimes they cannot. Very deep. You will find Bloodwatch just up the road to the north.
Dionys
Great, so
Agam.
let's toss on our new belt. Let's sell a couple pieces of
All
gear, and we're
prices
going to
here
head
are
up
reasonable.
to Bloodwatch. Boom, boom. A lot of nice things to sell. We have 52 silver, so we're actually making decent money. We're going to head up to Bloodwatch, and I don't know that we'll probably grab the Griffin Master, and we'll set the inn as our home, and I think that's where we'll log off for this Let's Play. Really nice push. We're almost level 14. We finished the entirety of Azure Mist Isle. We're now on Blood Mist Isle. And when we come back, we're going to dive into a series of quests here that are really going to set the scene for what's going on at Blood Mist. Because, as you can see, the Red River, the Red area, there's a lot of corruption. Maybe corruption's not the right word, but a lot of issue with the island. You can see, look, the island is going from its bluish-green color, which is what at least it's supposed to look like, to this kind of corrupted red color. You can see crystals forming. It's not right, and we need to save it. And that is what we'll be getting into in the next chapter of this Let's Play. Very exciting times. Having a blast with the Draenei Shaman. Just so many skills, so much versatility. We're ranged, we're melee, we can heal ourselves, we can resurrect allies now, we can buff ourselves. It's really been a fun grind thus far. I'd like to make more elixirs of lion strength and weak troll blood, so I'm going to need to find a lot of earth root. Look at this. This is Bloodwatch, the next village here. A lot of quests that we're going to be picking up, which is pretty exciting. But just so I don't forget, I am going to grab the flight path. I won't pick up all these quests yet. We're going to save that for the next round. But I don't want to forget this. Lando. There's a lot of Star Wars references here, which is funny. Okay, so rather than turn things in now, we're going to just go to the inn and we'll call it an episode. Because I could get lost. We start turning in quests and picking up new quests, I'm going to want to just keep going. But we gotta keep this at a nice pace. Okay, so we'll head to the Innkeeper here.
You find something useful.
Caregiver Topher Loyal. We'll pick up his quest. Welcome to Bloodwatch, Shaman. Please excuse the disorder you see around you. It's easy to take simple things for granted, like a fully furnished and stocked inn, until you're forced to build one from nothing. We've managed to salvage this pod for a building, but without the proper furnishings and first aid supplies, the inn is a little more than a glorified tent. Nerguni at the Exodar has offered to put together a package to help with our most immediate needs, but I need someone to deliver this list to him. So we'll end up taking the Griffin Hippogriff. Anyway, this is our home, and that's going to be the episode. Thank you for watching. Like the video, subscribe, and we'll be back with a whole bunch more Let's Plays in the future. Thanks, guys.